the timing, let's move on in the bulletin. Tell you how it was a massive setback for Arvind Kejriwal. This after his lieutenant Manish Sisodia, remember, was remanded to 2 additional days of CBI custody, this by a bank. In fact, that's the story that we have been tracking for you. Remember, we have been telling you how inside the court, Arvind Kejriwal's lieutenant Manish Sisodia, even though he said he was not a flight risk, you had the CBI coming out with its lawyers saying that it's important that they have custodial interrogation, considering the money trail is yet to be uncovered. Also saying that it's important for them to find that missing secret note, which was the cabinet note, which had mysteriously disappeared for the 1.5 months. Of course, outside there was just as drama as there was inside the courtroom. Right after Manish Sisodia was remanded to 2 additional days of CBI custody, you had the AAP cadres unleashing fury and frothing all over about what they call tanashahi by the BJP. In fact, listen into how even the Chief Minister has said, kuch nahi mila. Time and again, that's what he's saying, kuch nahi mila. Then why is AAP being targeted?
मनीष सिसोदिया के घर पे रेड मारी, कुछ नहीं मिला। बोले मनीष सिसोदिया 100 करोड़ खा गया, कभी कहते हैं 1000 करोड़ खा गया। अरे मनीष सिसोदिया ने 100,000 करोड़ खाए होते तो करोड़ 2 करोड़ उसके घर में मिलने चाहिए थे कि नहीं मिलने चाहिए थे? प्रधानमंत्री जी क्या करते हैं मनीष सिसोदिया को?
तो सारा का सारा झूठ के ऊपर जो है ये आधारित है।
इस आधार पे इस प्रकार के व्यक्ति को जेल में रखना बहुत ही निंदनीय है और मुझे लग रहा है कि ये सिर्फ और सिर्फ हताशा और निराशा का प्रतीक बन रहा।
न्यायालय का हम लोग सम्मान करते हैं। न्यायालय का जो फैसला आया है उसके बारे में जो वकील साहिबान हैं वो बताएंगे, लेकिन ये मैं जरूर कहूंगा कि नरेंद्र मोदी सरकार की तानाशाही अपने चरम पर पहुंच चुकी है।
However, BJP on their part has said that Aam Aadmi Party is simply politicizing an independent probe by the CBI, even the fact that the court has given an extension of the CBI custody, but using politics to try and shield the guilty, is what the BJP says.
सत्यमेव जयते, भ्रष्टाचार की हार हुई है, सत्य की जीत हुई है. Truth has won today. This is a tight slap on the face of those who have been defending corruption.
देखिए, कानून अपना काम कर रहा है और जो मनीष सिसोदिया जी ने जो दलीलें पेश की थी उसको जज साहब ने नहीं माना और उनको 2 दिन की रिमांड दी है और 10 तारीख को बेल एप्लीकेशन सुनवाई की तारीख दी है। सवाल यह है कि जो मनीष सिसोदिया ने दलीलें दी थी, विक्टिम कार्ड खेलने की कोशिश की थी कि मेरी वाइफ बीमार है इसलिए मुझे बाहर रहना चाहिए, जेल से नहीं मिलनी चाहिए। सवाल ये होता है कि जब आप ये घोटाला कर रहे थे तब आपको अपनी वाइफ का ख्याल नहीं आया, आज आप विक्टिम कार्ड खेलने की कोशिश कर रहे हो।
न्यायिक एजेंसी अपना काम कर रही है और सिसोदिया जी को कानून पे भरोसा होना चाहिए। अभी 2 दिन की रिमांड बढ़ी है, आगे क्या क्या घटने वाला है उसके लिए उन्हें तैयार रहना चाहिए। मैं देख रहा था कि उन्होंने कुछ सहानुभूति लेने की कोशिश की है कोर्ट में, लेकिन अगर सभी अपराधी सहानुभूति लेने की कोशिश करेंगे तो फिर न्याय कभी हो नहीं सकता।
So what really lies at the very crux of CBI's mystery note? Now, this is the interesting note which has been cited even in the courtroom today, where the CBI say this note has gone missing. It was a cabinet note, and here's the explainer. In fact, what lies at the crux of it, Times Now will reveal to you why exactly it is very critical. Now, the expert committee report, it contained a legal opinion which was red flagged in this case in the draft policy. Then the committee made changes and sent the report to the Delhi Excise Ministry, which was headed by Sisodia, but CBI claims that the report didn't find any favour with Sisodia and that the cabinet note was drafted for the GOM, which then carried the legal opinion, went missing. So there is no official record, essentially, of the GOM having seen this adverse legal report on the irregularity at the time when it was being formed. Well, here lies the problem. Well, let's go across to our panelists. Joining us today on the show, we have Pooja Suri, spokesperson with the BJP, Tushar Gupta, senior editor with the Swarajya. We have Hakeem Riswan Elahi joining us, a political analyst, as well as Huda Zariwala, another political analyst. Huda Zariwala, I'm going to be coming to you first. Aam Aadmi Party has called this persecution and not prosecution. However, today the court has, in its wisdom, been convinced by the CBI that there is indeed need for custodial interrogation. Today, why is the AAP questioning it?
Good evening. Thank you so much for having me on your show. Clearly, Aam Aadmi Party has been cooperating from day one. I mean, Manish Sisodia ji's entire home, his offices, his village was searched, and not even 1 rupee of corruption was found against him. Yet, CBI wanted to take him on remand. Fine. CBI wanted to keep him under custodial remand till Monday. Son was found with 8 crore worth of bribe. Where is the CBI inquiry on that? Where is the EDI on that? I mean, Manish Sisodia ji, Dr. Satendra Jain, all the members of the Aam Aadmi Party, the leaders have been nothing but cooperative. So, I mean, BJP wants to malign the image of Aam Aadmi Party. They want to stop the work of the Delhi Janata. We have seen how even during the MCD election, the election of the mayor, deputy mayor was, there was so much drama and halla gulla behind it. What does the BJP even want? This is one party that is working all in all for the people of Delhi. Where is the non-cooperation from Manish Sisodia ji? What are these allegations that, I mean, आप लोगों ने सीबीआई कस्टडी में डाल के मनीष सिसोदिया जी को बिल्कुल उनके एक तरह से हाथ पैर तोड़ने की कोशिश करी है. What more do you want? I mean, the gentleman is in complete cooperation with the entire inquiry.
The court has heard all the charges of mental trauma. There's no physical assault that I am sure that you are aware of. It was mental trauma which was discussed in the courtroom. But let me take your initial point to Pooja Suri as well. Pooja, here's the problem. This is something that Arvind Kejriwal has also said. इतने रेड किए मगर कुछ नहीं मिला, फिर क्यों कस्टडी में रखा जा रहा है if you have nothing new to show? Is it vendetta politics as they are alleging?
Megha, let me apprise the viewers through your channel that this is a sheer statement by the CM, and kuch nahi mila is absolutely wrong, because CBI has stated they found a computer in January from the office of Manish Sisodia, and they also found that few files and the data were deleted. So after that the computer was sent to the FSL and those files have been retrieved. Now they have to go through those files, and also the deputy CM has to be confronted with the other co-accused. There is a fresh charge sheet against 7 co-accused in the matter. So all these things are very much pertinent to the investigation, and all these things are leading to a good substantial evidence. So saying that kuch nahi mila is absolutely wrong.
But
so
in fact, let me take that point across to Mr. Elahi, because you have the CBI saying that we have enough trail to show that we need to investigate and investigate further. Can you explain why critical documents like the cabinet note, based on which the GOM was formed by the Council of Ministers, has gone missing? That would have definitely happened on AAP's watch. How did critical files suddenly disappear if there's nothing to hide, one would ask?
Ma'am, first of all, I would like to tell that CBI has carried out around 21 raids till now, and they haven't found out something substantial in order to, which can go against the...
They found enough to convince the court for custody. So let's not look into whether it's substantial or not. The court says it's substantial enough for 2 days more custody. Now continue.
Ma'am, let me tell you this, that according to the reports of Ministry of Home Affairs, out of all the raids that CBI has carried now till now, 90%, 95% of them are against the other parties, while as in UPA government the ratio was not the same. It was 50-50%. And so now you can imagine how Bharatiya Janata Party has been using these agencies, these institutions for their political gains. And it's a clear indication that BJP is scared of Aam Aadmi Party's growing popularity. They are scared that somebody like Aam Aadmi Party and somebody like Manish Sisodia ji and other big leaders of Aam Aadmi Party are trying to grow India, are trying to help the downtrodden people of India, are trying to change the face of India. They are scared that their dirty politics will not stand in front of progressive politics. That's what they are scared of. They are scared that one day good people, good politicians will come to India and they will take India to newer heights. They're scared of that.
But is that the problem, Tushar Gupta? Because we're not quite sure. On one hand, you do have all the opposition parties who are saying, look at the number of cases. Enforcement Directorate's 95% of the cases, as per one of the studies, is against opposition leaders, the political cases, that is. However, its conviction rate is 0.5%. That is where the cases stand against opposition. Is this indeed a witch hunt, as the opposition now alleges, using central agencies?
I have a very simple point to make. The Aam Aadmi Party and its legal team approached the Supreme Court when Sisodia was arrested. They once did not cite political vendetta in the court. Not once did they cite violation of fundamental rights. We're talking about the apex court of the land. They could have done that. Whatever they've been claiming on all the news debates, that this is political vendetta, Manish Sisodia is being physically hurt, he's being harassed, there has been nothing found, there is no money. None of it was claimed before the Honorable Apex Court of India. So why are they doing it over here? Number two, Manish Sisodia is no thief. People need to understand, he's no thief that suddenly the CBI will discover money at his home. It is a very complicated scam where there's a question of kickbacks, where there is a question of favoring some companies over other companies, where there are procedural lapses, where the Aam Aadmi Party government itself withdrew the policy after investigation was ordered. So if tomorrow the CBI has not found any money on Manish Sisodia's residence, that's not a validation for his honesty or his non-guilt. That's not how it works. Number three, at the end of the day, the Aam Aadmi Party has to convince the courts. There is no point sitting here claiming